And White slams it in.
Tell you what, a move like that, hard to the bucket, always going to get your teammates excited and up off the bench.
Oh, and there he puts it down!
Man, what a throw! Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Booker draws the double. Trying to find White, gets it to him.
Quality denial there by Jackson. His anticipation right at the rim, impressive. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Now White. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Reddish's shot is good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
There's the pick. Booker outside. Offline with his three.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Here's
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And getting physical with his play. Booker just attacking the hoop.
Now, here's Reddish. 13 points in the game. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Here's Reddish. Rebounded by the Nets.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers. Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Here's White. Vassell outside. Over Jackson.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
To the middle. Here's Vassell. He has yet to score. Tries again. It's blocked. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And finished off by McDaniel.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You'd really like to see even more of this from Finney-Smith, fighting to keep that play alive.
Back to Reddish. Here's Christie. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. They're up by 8.
The visiting team, 23.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Brooklyn trails by 8. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Pass to Williams. He
Are you kidding me?
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was a really important time, and it was good for me." Back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Pass to Jackson. Reddish with the ball. And it's Vassell picking him up. A shot by Williams, no good. Booker outside. Goes up on the high post. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 9 points for Devin Booker.
And that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
Leans from outside. Rebound by Williams.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot. Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
There's Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
He hits the second from the line. And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards. And
Assisted by Ken
these guys go flying through the air like that. I love it. And Daniels showing what he's got on the slam there.
Booker outside. To the right side. No good from Finney Smith. It's stolen by White. Booker with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 12.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Outside Jackson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Vassell outside. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. Reddish grabs the rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Just 4 to shoot. Booker. Here's Finney Smith. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside Williams. Jackson has the open look. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Back to Vassell. Rebound by Williams. Here's the break. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And Reddish with the slam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And so we conclude the first half.
29.
They're up by 9.
The away team.
They'll see you after halftime. For the beginning of the third quarter. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Reddish with the ball. Done outside. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Booker.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
Vassell outside. Pass to Hartenstein. And they're pushing it up. For the finish. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Booker outside. Booker sinks the three.
And that's back-to-back threes The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Done outside. They get it again.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an efficient rebounder, and he knows to send that one right back.
Here's Booker. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Booker's got 20.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Done outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Jackson. Lets it go with the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Vassell inside the line. Top of the key jumper, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
The open shot from Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Good on the leaner. Booker's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's the drive. And Reddish with the slam.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome.
No, that was outstanding, guys.
Here's Booker. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Pass to Christie. Outside Jackson. No good from outside. Brooklyn trails by 6. Now Christie. Light covering. Here's Booker. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Oh, here we go with Green. Nobody down.
And the decision-making Green has really sets him apart from most forwards. Skilled at making the right read in open floor situations.
Hartenstein can't get it to go. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
I tell you what, they got a nice reservation for him over on the bench. If he keeps this up, 4th turnover already.
Outside Jackson. This one for 3. Rebound Brooklyn. They host the Clippers after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And here's Reddish. 23 points in the game. McDaniels outside. Outside for Jackson. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Puts up a 3. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Hartenstein. Misses and the dry spell continues. And there.
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 16. And time for the short. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 16-point game. And the rejection by Jackson. Back to Reddish. Inside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
McDaniels outside. Back to Reddish. Jackson with the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the 3.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively. I mean, you got to be honest. So the transition defense just has been lacking.
Yeah, fast break points all over the place. I mean, at some point, you've got to make the commitment to sprint back and then slow them down and stop the ball.
Booker outside. Misses the jumper. And here's the fast break. And Reddish with the slam.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that. Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Booker. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Down low. Back to Booker. Floats one. Rebounded by Jackson.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to White. Back to Booker. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Jackson.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
To the inside. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. Off target from outside. Pass to Vassell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Misses the one-handed jam.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Now, Green. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside, White. The Nets working the ball around now. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. .24 seconds left in the game. Shot clock at 6. Back to Booker. Over Green. Shot's good by Booker.
This is what he does. Booker, an aggressive scorer who doesn't take any possessions off.
Here's Christie. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This crowd was